Buongiorno and welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So today we're going to be playing with the new Lisa Eldridge collection. I have never tried anything from the brand. I was really excited that I was finally like, okay, we're going to wake up, we're going to get some stuff. So I'm obviously going to be trying them out as well as doing swatches, comparisons, all that good stuff. But let's go ahead and get into this video. I would really appreciate if you subscribe down below, hit that like button, and let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, guys, so I quickly want to just play with the highlight. I have to go to work, but I was like, well, let me just do that part of the video first, and that way we can see how long it lasts. So I was like, let's just go ahead and do it, you know? But look how cute this bag is. It is velvet. I'm not usually a velvet person. I really wanted the turquoise one, I'm not gonna lie, okay? But it did come free with it, which, you know, for the price point, you're kind of like, I'm happy about this. So, but I got the floral one, which I'm not a floral person, but I think that this is so cute. I did just film a blush video, so I know like my cheeks are a little bit crazy right now. You guys are probably like, you didn't get a blush. I went with a lot of lip products, and I went with the highlight. Just affordability wise, I was like, that's just where I'm at. So this came wrapped, and then the products are already inside, which I thought was really cute. I like that touch. All right, so I decided with the shade Crystal Nebula. Like I said, it wasn't that I didn't want the blushes. It just, you guys know me right now. I'm just like, I have a plethora of cream blushes. So I was just kind of like I was like, come back to them, you know, type thing. But yeah, just price point. I was like, I really was interested in the lipsticks more than anything else. I don't remember the last lipstick I bought. Someone's gonna comment down below and be like, you just did a review and then, you know, I'm like, I'm sure I could figure it out, but I feel like I've been pretty good about not buying lip products. So Lisa Eldridge, she just gets you know what I mean? Like it's just like, I'm like, that doesn't look like I need that, but I do. But yeah, we are gonna try this out, as well as like, you know, I'll do obviously comparisons between my shades of the Glow by Auric as well as the Charlotte Tilbury. But this one is actually meant to be a highlight. So I like that she specified that. And I think at first I was like, well, that's a really small bottle for like the price point. And then she said, like, you know, it's not really one where you're gonna like mix in like those other two are, the Glow by Auric as well as the Charlotte Tilbury. So I don't mind that. At the same time, it was also hard to like justify the price point, because I was like, oh, it's just a highlight, you know what I mean? Whereas the other one, I can kind of convince myself that like I have multiple uses for it. But yeah, I got Crystal Nebula. I felt like I could have done Solar Light, and then I just freaked out. I have the Glossier Play cream blush that I use almost on a daily basis on my way to work when I'm not wearing makeup. So, and that was like in the more pinky range. So I was like, I just want a true gold. And I guess I could tap this out with my finger. But I wanted something, I got the lighter shade because I did want something intense. And sometimes I just couldn't tell if the Solar Light was going to leave that like weird cast on me. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. I felt like the whole launch, I was just stressed. Like, I woke up that morning, it was a Saturday, the time difference, and I was like, kept checking my clock every half hour, and then I just ended up getting out of bed because I was like, I didn't want my alarm to go off till like, my husband would be like, why is your alarm going off at, you know, 7:45 on a Saturday? And I was definitely not going to be like, because I'm going to go buy makeup, you know? So I feel like her launches are stressful, and that's the only thing I will say about that, where I'm just kind of like, I wish she had a little bit more stock and made you feel a little bit more like, I know things are going to get restocked, but still, I don't like that shopper stress of just being like, am I going to get what I want or not? So I would love to try out some of her velvet lipsticks, but it just was not in the cards this time around. And like I said, it's definitely not cheap products. But I'm already like looking at myself in the monitor. I'm like, I'm happy I got this one. Like I said, I didn't want one that was going to be super subtle. And I still feel like, because of who she is and how she does things, I knew it wasn't going to be like overwhelmingly bright. So I felt like this was probably the best option for me, even though like this is the fairest of the shades. And I do want to add, before we zoom one out here, just a little bit as an inner corner highlight. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited about these products though. I feel very like an adult, like this is adult makeup to me, you know, just like I have Lisa Eldridge makeup. So let's see about this. And I'm going to turn down the lighting as well. Oh, I like this. I mean, it does just give you that wet sheen. What I like about stuff like this, I used to hate highlights like this, and now I've gotten more into dewy skin and just kind of embracing my natural skin. But I could see myself really using this when I don't want to wear makeup. That's kind of when I use my glowy highlights the most in general, is when I'm just like, I don't want to wear makeup and it makes me feel like I have something, you know, I just need something sparkly. I'm going to turn down the lights all the way so you guys can truly see, but look at that. I will say it could be because my blush color, it's not pulling the most gold, I would say. It just really looks like that wet highlight look, and I mean, I put on too much. Like, I did not need that much. I could definitely go in with a lighter hand for sure, but look how, I just think it's stunning. So like I said, I'm gonna leave this on for a few hours. It's not bringing out any type of texture at all, very thin compared to the other formulas. But yeah, let's just see how it sits for the next few hours, and I'll come back and do all the lip swatches because I cannot wait. Alright guys, so it is now like, it's been like 5 hours, so it's like 9:30, but you can see like the highlight lasted, and I feel I really, really like this. I almost like, part of me wants to go back and order another shade, but I also think that they're going to be super similar in the fact that like, you may not be able to really tell that big of a difference. At least I don't think so, because like I said, it's not so much that it has like this really crazy color to it, it's just more that wet effect. And I will say, like, I can feel it, but it's definitely no, like, it's not sticky, it's not like my hair isn't gonna get caught in it, because I hate that feeling when it comes to these types of products. It's just that perfect like consistency where I feel like it still looks wet, but it didn't, you know, it didn't dry down or like disappear by any means. So I am loving this, and like I said, this will be probably a really great staple when I don't, for most days where I just want to throw on something, but I can't do like an intense highlighter because I'm not wearing other makeup. So I'm excited about this, and I think, you know, like I said, we'll get to price and comparisons and all that good stuff, but I want to get into the lip products. So I got 3 different products. I got a gloss as well as 2 lipsticks. Like I said, I did want the velvet ones, but they were out of stock. 2, the selections weren't really like, like I said, I like my lighter ones. I would rather pair, like on myself preferably, I like lighter lipsticks that I can pair with a darker lip liner rather than wearing a darker lipstick, if that makes sense. Like, I just feel like that's just what I prefer. I prefer pinkier, peachy nudes, and her like lightest nude, I was still like, oh, that's just darker than what I'd go for. It was more of like a your lips but better type shade, and I don't know what I'm paying for that. Like, those just are never my favorite. So let's try out the gloss on its own. We're gonna try out each one on its own without a lip liner, just to kind of see. Gloss is like, I like how chunky it is. But I will say, I don't think I have any packaging like this in my collection with the all gold. But yeah, what have you guys tried? I feel like I'm like, needed to join the club, you know? I don't really smell anything. Like, usually most glosses are like sweeter, you know? I don't smell that, which I don't, I'm always like, it's a nice touch, but do I really care that much? Not really. So I'm fine with it. But no, I mean, I think this is Songbird. So this is more of like the paler of the shades, but I like this. Like I said, I like my pinky nudes, so this is definitely like matches right up there with that. It feels good. It feels very nice. All right, let's go in with Dance Card next. I am really excited about this shade. Like I said, I think this is definitely more of a summer shade. It definitely leans more on that corally side. I'm excited. Let me know what shades though you guys recommend down below. I would love to know. That way when she does restock, which those did say autumn, I'll kind of know more what to get. But to me, if I'm going to spend this amount of money, especially on like this type of lipstick or Pat McGrath, it needs to be a shade that I'm going to wear quite often to make it worth it, you know? really like this shade. It's definitely not, I thought it was going to be a little bit brighter, but not in a bad way. Like, I like this because it's actually more wearable than I thought. Like, it will go with a lot more looks. And it feels so nice. So nice and soft. I really like this shade. I would go lightly. I know that this one is supposed to be like similar to that, just a little bit more muted. But I did love that shade when she showed it, and then, you know, it didn't restock. So I don't know if she's bringing it back or not, but I want it. But this, I think, is such a nice summer color when you're just like, I want a little bit more than just a nude, you know? But I could definitely mute this out with a lip liner if I wanted to. Or I could go with a brighter, like pair it with a brighter lip liner. But I still don't think I like have to have one, which I like. If I choose not to, like, I can just kind of throw this on and go. And I think it will just bring life to your face, even if you're not wearing a full face of makeup. All right, next we have Kitten Mischief, which this is more of like a nude. I will say it was really hard for me to tell. I don't know if you guys, I looked at those swatches a million times, like going through the website, and I still felt very like panicked, like, what do I order? What do I get? Which one? Like, which one's gonna look good on me? Like, I felt like I needed more, like maybe it's just the lighting, I don't know. But I'm actually pretty happy with everything I got. I will say this one isn't it's a very comfortable formula. I'm okay about this color. I'm not as excited as I am about the other shade. So I'm going to swatch them that way you guys can see. I mean, it's really pretty, but it's not my favorite. And then let's go ahead and put Songbird over it, and then we'll get into swatches of everything. But yeah, nothing wrong with it. Just, I prefer the other one. Like, I'm more like wowed by the first one. And then like I said, I will try her blushes out for sure. I just have so many Glossier blushes that I want to get through that I'm just like, I cannot bring myself to spend that much money on similar products right now. I don't know, I keep looking at the monitor now and I'm like, okay, the color's growing on me. But yeah, by no means am I like, I don't like it. It's just, I like the other one better. So let's go ahead and get into some swatches. So here at the top we have Kitten Mischief, Dance Card, and then we have the highlights. So that first one is Lisa Eldridge, the Crystal Nebula shade. And then the second one right here is Pyrite from Glow by Auric, which is, you guys, I don't know if you guys can really tell the difference, but they are different tones for sure. Like, the Glow by Auric is kind of perfect for me to like blend in with my foundation. It's definitely more on the very neutral side, where like this one is definitely brighter, Crystal Nebula. And then that last one is Charlotte Tilbury in shade number 5. So, and that's way deeper than the other two. I used to have more highlights where I could compare them for you guys. Like, I finally got rid of like my Marc Jacobs Dewdrops. I just was not using them, and it had just been so long that I was like, okay, it's time to part. You know, eventually you gotta get rid of some stuff. So, but I did want to kind of compare. So like I said, here is the Charlotte Tilbury one, then the Glow by Auric, and then the last one is over here. So you guys can definitely tell, like, way tinier. Packaging wise though, they're all pretty nice packaging. I will say that. I love the frosted bottles that this and the Glow by Auric one comes in. But like I said, this is not meant to be used in the same way this is, where this is like a mixer and can do a whole lot, where this is just a highlighter. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of up to you, because I do really like the product, but again, it's just more expensive considering what you're using it for. But you can definitely tell texture wise, this is much thinner than the other formulas. And I wouldn't really want, like, this has tiny little flecks of glitter. Definitely not noticeable, I don't think, on my cheek by any means, but I don't think I would want to mix that in with foundation, because I wouldn't really want that everywhere. Whereas the other ones are just a glow, if that makes sense. But yeah, so overall, I mean, I think the products are gorgeous. I'm very, like, now I'm just like, oh, this is gonna lead down a bad path for me. But there isn't, I will say that, like, it just depends. I'm more at that stage of my makeup collection where I'm like, use what you have. You know, I don't think most of her things are limited edition. It's just hard because they're not in stock, and like, you're waiting quite a while for them to be in stock. So I would just love it. Like, I know so many people support the brand, so I'm waiting for it to get bigger. That way I don't have to feel so like panicked when I'm shopping. But the experience and everything else was great. But it's just more of like that initial feeling of just being like, if I don't get it now, it's gone, you know? So I would love to not have to feel that way. But formula-wise, everything formula-wise was great. It's just more so, are you willing to pay the price point? Because it's not like you're never going to be able to find these or that they're like so unique and so out there. But they are gorgeous formulas, and they are, like I said, I just feel like I'm just like, just by watching her, I'm just like, oh, I feel like an adult. Like I don't know. It's just that feeling you get with her. So I will definitely be buying more. I would love to know what you guys got or what you've tried from her that you really recommend, or things that didn't work for you. Either way. But definitely let me know what you guys think. But I do think, you know, it's just that they're a little bit pricey. So I'm kind of like, this is what I could afford for now, and I will pick up later, like more as it comes. And it's not like you could just go and exchange the shade, you know what I mean? So just be aware of that. I think that was the biggest thing, where I would have bought more if like she had a separate retailer that was for the US, but I'm also not complaining because I know that most retailers are in the US, you know. I feel like some people are like, you only had to pay $8 for shipping and you're complaining, and I'm like, yes, I'll keep my mouth shut. So, but yeah, let me know what your favorite product was. Please don't forget to subscribe down below, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.